Sunday here at Musikfest 2023, of course, the 40th edition of Musikfest, and we are live under the bridge at Wells Fargo Festplatz, of course, holding it down here at Camp SEN. I'm John Lunger from Arts Quest, and this is your live preview of what's to come today at Musikfest, the second full day of festing here in Bethlehem, and another absolutely picture-perfect day. We could not ask for better weather, so come on down. 2 meals today at the fest, at least 3 if you're like me and you have second dinner every night. Gonna be an amazing day, but we're shaking it up. If you watch the preview show every day, you know the formula. We usually wrap out at the end of the night with the musical performance, at the end of the show, not the night. The show, we're at 11:30 in the morning, John. I haven't even introduced you yet, and I turn to talk to you. Ladies and gentlemen, the amazing John Bolds is with us this morning.
How y'all doing?
John, thanks so much for coming down and kicking off our show today with some music. It's awesome. You're playing the fest.
Yes,
Where can people see you when they come down?
At 9:30, they can see me over at Lagerplatz.
Very cool.
Lagerplatz.
Lagerplatz. It's a long A, but it's all right.
Yeah. You got
Very
me.
cool. Very
Yes,
cool.
sir. Yes, sir.
So you're going to kick us off with a song. What are you going to be performing for us?
I'm going to be performing a song that my brother LaRue made called JBT. It's called John Bolds Theory. We're talking about love. We're talking about relationships. You know, all that good stuff, man.
All right. Well,
Trying to hit you in the feels.
I hope so. And maybe when you're done, we can hug it out on camera.
For sure, man.
All right. All right. Well, I'm going to step aside. Take it away, guys. This is John Bolds.
Yeah. It's John Bolds from the North Side Groove Gang. But my brother LaRue did that. And we're going to talk about love for a second. Yeah. You know love. It's gonna get you when it gets you. It's gonna get you when it gets you. Let me keep it plain, since a youngin' in my brain had a thing for all the shorties in a love for a game. Watch Kyler Pratt pass the ball, shoot at Jay, made Lil Johnny fall in love. It was all up on my brain, sliding notes during class. Can I take you on a date? Every yes ain't a flourish, every no left a stain. Took little hits, Pop Warner, make a person never wanna reach. I figure hurt around the corner. I seen men locked down, go on us. I seen vows get used in divorce. I seen pimps turn simps, turn goners. I seen wimps get whips, then goner. Game for a glimpse, then see it all falter. Think it's all a trap, so I ain't getting caught up. But I seen that look in your eyes, and it brought up that little puppy loving me before I turned dog. If you know love, yeah. If you know love, it's gonna get you when it gets you. It's gonna get you when it gets you. If you know love, yeah. If you know love, it's gonna get you when it gets you. It's gonna get you when it gets you. If you know love, it's gonna get you when it gets you. It's gonna get you when it gets you. I feel that. If you know love, it's gonna get you when it gets you. It's gonna get you when it gets you. They told me confidence is key, but normally the keys just open doors so they can leave. Why I trust the soul when they all eventually the ones who take your breath away, the reason you can't breathe. Just a bunch of problems I don't really think I need, but something happened to me when you smile back at me. Trips all through this city like there's nowhere else to be. Wanting to be bold but have the safest space for me. Yeah. Is it safe to say I'm scared? She responded, baby, yeah. I heard her put it in the air. Yeah. All my thoughts and my ideas, looking in the mirrors. I struggle with the thought of holding on. I think too much, I doubt too much. I need to be assured, you know. Every cup of fire when the flames is almost gone. Hesitant but willing, think I really need to learn. Yes, I really need to learn, because I just checked in Love University. Please insist, I insist that you help me. And I lost my innocence elementary. Hey, can I really get a break, please? And I just checked in Love University. Please assist, I insist that you help me. I lost my innocence elementary. Hey, you made me really wanna break dance. You got me thinking I should take chances. Slow walks, we should hold hands. And that's dead on romance. No, look, but then our romance ain't trying to play these games with you. Come on, you know my intentions, baby. You know my intentions, baby. And I said, yeah, if you know love, if you know love, if you know love, it's gonna get you when it gets you. It's gonna get you when it gets you. If you know love, yeah, yeah. If you know love, if you know love, it's gonna get you when it gets you. It's gonna get you, gonna get you. If you know love, if you know love, if you know love, if you know love, it's gonna get you when it gets you. It's gonna get you when it gets you. If you know love, if you know love, if you know love, if you know love, it's gonna get you when it gets you. It's gonna get you when it gets you. Let it get you. Shoot.
John Bolds, this song JBT, right?
JBT.
Very, very cool. Awesome song.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful, but I do have a genuine question because it's kind of a vulnerable kind of song. You know,
Sure.
you're pouring your heart out. Do you currently know love?
How should I answer that, bro? I do.
Okay.
I got a beautiful lady that
Aw.
I met that inspired me to write this song. Inspired me to get vulnerable, man. So that's what you're hearing in this song. That's what you hear in my fears, but my happiness at the same time.
Yeah, no, it comes through. I think we all felt it. It's beautiful. And thank you so much for coming on the show to do it for us live here before your set tonight. It's almost like it's the pre-show, right?
It is the pre-show.
It is the pre-show. So tonight at Yuengling Lagerplatz, which is right in the heart of Wells Fargo Festplatz, right behind Camp SEN. So if you can find Camp SEN, you're going to want to find Lagerplatz and check out your set tonight. And it was 9 or 9:30?
9:30.
9:30, an amazing set to close out the night today. A long day ahead of us, and I can't thank you enough. I know you got to get ready for the show and probably eat lots of fest food between now and then. What are you going to have?
I don't know, man. I was seeing them noodles the other day, and I think that's the wave.
It is. It's a really sneaky way to get some vegetables into your Musikfest diet.
I like that.
Yeah.
I wasn't even thinking that way, but I'm going to do that.
Well, John, thank you so much again, and thank all of you for tuning in this morning. We have so much more to talk about before the fest kicks off in earnest at noon today, so do not go anywhere. SEN is your exclusive home for live Musikfest coverage, so don't go anywhere. We will be right back with more here at Camp SEN at Musikfest.
Hey, can I have your island noodles?
As if.
Welcome back to our live preview show right before the fest kicks off at noon today. John Lunger from Arts Quest live at Camp SEN at Wells Fargo Festplatz here at Musikfest 2023, of course, the 40th anniversary of the fest. Joining me right now, one of the people who helps make the fest possible, the CEO of Martin Guitar, Tom Ripsom. Tom.
John, good morning.
Good morning. Martin Guitar, an amazing Lehigh Valley company, more than 180 years. Well, how many years is it now?
Actually, this year we're celebrating our 190th anniversary too. Just like Musikfest 40 years, 190.
You just have 150 years on us.
Just a little bit more.
Yeah, but you guys have been supporting the festival for as long as I can remember, and it is a completely match made in heaven. Obviously, world-class guitars being made 15 minutes from here in Nazareth, Pennsylvania. Of course, we would have Martin at Musikfest.
Absolutely, and we're a proud sponsor, and I think we started in 1987 to sponsor Musikfest, so we've been a longtime partner, and we're proud of it, and like you say, I mean, what better match? We're building guitars, here's music, what better combination?
It's so cool to have you sponsoring stages. The Martin Guitar stage at Yingling Lagerplatz is right across the stage, the street from us. We've got Martin Guitar Lyric Platz, which is singer-songwriters over at Steel Stacks. And it's just so cool to see performers be able to engage with such an amazing company and just something that they might not have an experience with otherwise. And it's just really, really beautiful.
Absolutely. And I think it's great to be part of the community. For us, being an active member of the community is really important. Showing up is really important. And so I think we have a good presence this year, various ways, like you said. We also have the arts project.
Yes.
Where people can actually paint tops, guitar tops. So that's still going on. And then we also gonna give away some guitars every day. So there's a lot of activity going on.
Yes, that is right. We're giving away a Martin guitar per day of the festival this year. So 10 guitars that we're giving away. You can enter to win. Just check out the Musikfest social media accounts for that. They're promoting it every day. You click the link, you enter, we pick a winner every day. It could not be easier. But I do want to talk a little bit about the art project.
Sure.
Because it is so cool. You talk about the people that are making guitars, the luthiers, right?
Right.
Is that correct? Right?
Correct.
Amazing craftspeople. You're making the guitars, by hand. But there's some waste, right? There's a high standard of what what can become a Martin guitar. So we're taking the ones that didn't make the cut, the tops of the guitars that didn't make the cut, and we're turning them into art.
That's correct. That's correct. We do factory tours pretty much every day at Martin, and it's a fantastic experience for people to experience how guitars actually are made. And now you have an opportunity to get your hands dirty yourself with the tops. The tops are a pretty important part of the guitar, of course. But as you said, we want to be, and we are a responsible company, a sustainable company. And part of that is, we reuse materials, we recycle materials. And this is a great example where we can do something good together with the community. And we're using all the materials that we buy.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's right across the Monocacy Creek at Festplatz. It's over in NJM Familienplatz at the Crayola Creativity Tent. The Banana Factory Arts Center staff is there, along with Maltas Con Leche, the family of artists that made the Musikfest poster this year. And they're helping kids, adults alike, can come down and paint their own guitar top that we are hanging up around the festival, making one big installation. And again, what a fun way to be creative and sustainable, because Martin is all about helping people unleash their creativity.
That's actually true. Earlier this year, we rolled out a new brand, and the main theme is Unleash the Artist, because we actually think anybody who is interested in music, wants to pick up an instrument, or wants to pick up do some creative stuff, is an artist in our mind. And we want to help people to basically pursue their creative journey. And that's what's behind, right? So it's of course guitars, but it's much more what guitars do to you when you play them and how much they can impact your life. And so we want to help our consumers and the people that would love to engage with us. And that's what it's all about. Yeah, that transformative power of the arts. And totally. You know what I mean? I heard, there was an interview, I heard an artist the other day was talking about some of the work that they might have been embarrassed about. And they're like, no, every farmer needs to fertilize their field. And just the act of creating and playing music is so important. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I love that. I love that. So there are lots of ways down at Musikfest to get involved and interact with Martin Guitar. But for those looking to learn more, is the website the best way to do it? Well, I would say the best way is visit us, because we do have the tours open. There's a museum, there's a shop. You now can buy guitars either directly from us in the factory when you visit, or online. So the website is always a good way to also learn about the company. That's really cool, yeah. And I would imagine everybody out there watching knows that Martin is just right up the street in Nazareth, Pennsylvania. But I feel like not enough people do. And that tour is, you're right, it is super, super interesting. If you are a fan of music in any capacity, you will love it. If you're a fan of just the act of making things, you know what I mean? My father and woodworking, it would be very
very cool to see that kind of thing on that tour too.
And you know, John, we work together a lot with different artists. And if you are in a tour, you may even run into one of these artists because they like to do the tour too. They like to engage with the artisans, with the luthiers. So we sometimes run into artists on the factory floor.
That's so cool.
Yes, exactly.
And you know, a little peek behind the scenes, you know, my job at Arts Quest affords me to some of those cool stories. There are tons of Martin guitar artists that end up playing Musikfest, right?
There are quite a few.
Yeah, I think even Dan and Shay tonight on our main stage is an example of that. But a lot of times when those tours roll into Musikfest, one of the things that they have to do while they're in the Lehigh Valley is do a tour of Martin guitars. So that is very cool.
Absolutely. And
Tom,
we enjoy it.
I cannot thank you enough for taking the time to come chat with us. All of you should absolutely make the trip out to Nazareth to take the Martin Guitar Tour. Of course, come down to the fest, check out all the stages and amazing things that are happening. But yeah, that's it. That's all the time we have. Tom, thanks so much.
John, thank you. Thanks for having me here. And again, we're so proud to be part of this festival and event. And thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Tom.
Thanks for the opportunity.
And thank all of you for tuning in. Do not go anywhere. Musikfest is going to start in just a few minutes, but before we do, we're going to get the inside scoop from the chief fester, Cassie Hilger. Don't go anywhere. An absolutely picturesque day here in Bethlehem. Look how lucky we are. Gorgeous city, our little town of Bethlehem, the focus of all amazing things these next few days. Of course, it's Musikfest's 40th, and you are live here on SEN, and I am joined by the Fester-in-Chief, Chief Festing Officer, the CEO of Arts Quest, Cassie Hilger.
I like all those titles. That'd be a very big business card.
Yeah,
Good morning, John.
It's true. I mean, are we even using business cards anymore?
Who
Everything's
uses
so
business
digital
cards?
anymore.
No, absolutely.
But thanks so much as we kick off some polka soundcheck live behind us, because the fest starts at noon.
Like right around the corner, and we had a church service here, so there's been people here since early this morning for a gorgeous Sunday.
Yeah, right now, Cassie and I are the only reason the festival hasn't started yet, because we have to do this contractually before we can do any festing. Of course, I'm kidding, naturally. But let's talk about 40 years.
Yes.
Because there are not many festivals that have the longevity of Musikfest.
Not just the longevity of Musikfest, but the admission to get into Musikfest is the same as it was 40 years ago. That's unheard of.
That is a great
so
point.
Pretty spectacular that we're still able to keep it free. So much of that is because of sponsors, Service Electric, our members, our patrons. All of that is what makes this festival able to be free.
It's truly amazing to watch all of the different people come together to make this happen, because it could not happen without the support of the community, from the people that enjoy the festival to those people who have been volunteering for all 40 years. And I think there's a dozen of them.
We got a dozen 40-year volunteers, but you're right, I think it's the vendors too. When you look at what they do after hours, because we close at 11, then they still got to go restock. They got to get ready for the next day. So it's almost a 24-hour operation. Really important to keeping this festival humming.
Yeah, it's like we build a city within the city, and that is insane. But you're right, there are people that have been doing this longer than you and I have, and they know more about the festival than we do, and we're thinking about it every day, all day.
I know you wanted to say longer than I've been alive, but you stopped yourself. I appreciate that,
Yeah, I
John.
did the math in my
there was a
head.
little something
I did the
there.
math in
Yeah,
my head. Hey,
yeah.
I'm not much better, so I mean, it's okay. All the kids watching are like, who are these old
Who?
heads?
Yeah.
What are they doing? Why get off the screen and let the music happen? And I get that.
Totally get it.
I do get that. But you're right. It is amazing to watch it come together. And I think one of the things that I really, truly love, and I heard you talking to someone the other day about this, is how every person that comes to the festival kind of owns a piece of it.
Right, they have their own traditions. They have the food vendor they want to see, the band they want to see, they hook up with friends. Those are the traditions that I love to see. And when I think about the 40 years, and we've been talking about it a lot this year, I think one of the biggest changes was 2011 when this went over to the South Side too. Yep. And what we've loved to see is the growing different personalities on both sides of the river of this festival. It's been fantastic.
And it's so cool to see not only the size of the festival grow, but also the offerings. You look at the diversity of musical genres has always been a cornerstone of Musikfest, but it's even wider of a breadth of art presented over these 11 days than it's ever been, from polka to pop country.
Absolutely, and then you've got activities too. I know you're just talking with Tom from Martin Guitar about handwork plots and the Crayola Creativity Tent. Literally, you can bring your family down here, not just to hear music and get great food, but to also get creative yourself.
Yeah, and the family element of it is such a cornerstone when you think of music festivals too. You know, we have 3, almost 4 generations of festival attendees that come together. So like contextually, that'd be like, hey, do you ever see anybody going to Lollapalooza with their grandparents?
Right.
No, it doesn't happen. And that's what's so joyous and special about this festival. It brings the community together in a time where the world needs that more than ever.
My good, absolutely. And unfortunately, our U.S. women's team lost by 1 millimeter. However, we do have an ABBA tribute band tonight here at Festplatz, so we can be bigger. We'll be okay.
Okay.
I had to get that out of the way.
I appreciate that.
We've got ABBA over here at night. We've got Yacht Rock Boathouse Row over on the south side. So we've got something for everybody. So great day for the festival.
It's true. Well, the festival is going to start, which means it is lunchtime. So what's lunch for you today? I'm not going to ask you what's your favorite. I'm just going to ask what's lunch today.
Smash burger.
Smash burger.
Definitely have to get a smash burger today.
Yeah, you're going to go to Slide On By down at Handwork Plots, one of the 8 or 9 new vendors, first-time vendors at the fest this year. And what's cool about the official food vendors at the festival is not a lot of people know this, but how the festival can remain without admission, like just no gates. Partially is every meal that you buy from an official vendor helps keep the festival free.
Absolutely, and I think what's great about those food vendors, and look for that official food vendor sign, you're really supporting small businesses, which is critical, but the new vendors that come in, sometimes their eyes get a little big when they first see what's happening, and other food vendors take them under their wing and show them how to manage these lines and the crowds, and I love that camaraderie, because it's not a competition, it's an all boats rise mentality.
Yeah, it's very cool. We actually had a chance to film some Music Feast videos with 2 of our new vendors at Handwork Plots, Slide On By, one of them, the Angry Shiriko as well. Those haven't been released yet, but I can tell you, those 2 new vendors, absolute must
I am hearing a buzz about Angry Shiriko.
Yes.
I'm already hearing that buzz, so I gotta work my way.
I had their fried spicy chicken sandwich. It's got a better name than that. I don't remember what it was. Oh, mama, was it good. If you like sweet and sweaty chicken wings, it's kind of got that vibe, but they got like a peri-peri garlic aioli thing. It's incredible, and I'm gonna probably lose a couple notches on my belt as a result.
Sweet and sweaty, but I'll be a little bit later today, so I like that description.
Well, sweet and sweaty Cassie Hilger, any final thoughts here as we kick it over to the SEN team to start Musikfest today?
No, we just can't wait. Please come out. It's a gorgeous day. Support the small businesses. Support these artists. We thank you, Service Electric, for being here all 40 years.
And we thank you for starting your day with us. Obviously, you have a few things you should be doing other than talking to me.
We all do.
Thank you all for tuning in. We are out because Musikfest is about to start in like 5 seconds. Thank you all for tuning in to SEN. I will see you tomorrow, but don't go anywhere. Musikfest starts now.